In this question, we are given given a diagram of the schematic diagram of circulation of blood in human heart, and we have been labeled P, Q, R. R, I suppose, is this, and S. Now, from the textbook diagram, you must remember that this is lungs capillaries where the exchange of gases takes place. This is body capillaries again where the, the oxygenated blood is supplied. And P is what? The pulmonary. This is the blood which carries the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. So this is pulmonary artery, and Q is the pulmonary veins through which the oxygenated blood enter into our left atrium. Now, when I read these options given here, it says Q represents pulmonary arteries carries the, so Q is a Q, they are saying it is a pulmonary artery, but that's wrong. That's a pulmonary vein. So we'll not read it further. It says P represents pulmonary vein. P represents pulmonary vein that carries deoxygenated blood from the heart. Well, P is pulmonary artery and not pulmonary vein. So this is also incorrect. Exchange of gases takes place in R. Yes, exchange of gases takes place in R. This is the lung capillary. So we'll say this is the correct answer in this case. Well, S is they haven't asked about it, so let's not read it. In the next question, we are asked to draw the diagram of excretory system of the system that is for human being. And we have to label these part, that is kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. So this is what the diagram. First, you have to draw the diagram of kidney, and you have to make a pair of kidney, and then two ducts carrying the urine. This is called ureters. So these are kidneys. Say this is left, and this is the right kidneys. Now, further, we have to also to make urinary bladder, like these duct carrying the urine is stored temporarily in a muscular bag-like structure that is called urinary bladder, and through the urethra it is passed out of the body. Now we have to write down the main function of each part. So let's begin with the first, that is the kidney here. The role of kidney is to filter the blood and formation of urine, we can say that. Now these are two ducts, as I said, these that is ureter we are talking. The singular is ureter and the plural is ureters. Ureter carries urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder, from kidney to here. Now, next is urinary bladder. As I said earlier, also the urinary bladder here is a muscular structure that stores the urine until we get the urge to remove it. And then last is urethra. You can see urethra is the tiny opening that expels the urine out of the body. The next question says, we draw the schematic diagram for the representation and transport of exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide during transportation of blood in human being. In the lung capillaries, pulmonary artery to lungs, aorta, body, and the veins from the lungs. The diagram is what you will make this as the diagram given in your textbook. So this is, if I show you, yeah, this is the lung capillaries where the exchange of gases takes place. This is the pulmonary arteries which carries the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs for the filtration, you can say, or oxygenation of the blood. And this one is the pulmonary veins which carries the oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Aorta being the largest artery that carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. The whole body is transport. Then these are the arteries, and these are the veins where the arteries and veins, right? You can see they meet at the cell, and this is the capillaries of the body where the exchange of gases takes place. Now, from here, the deoxygenated blood enters into this part of this chamber of the heart. That is that's the right atrium, and this is the largest vein through which, that's also called vena cava, the largest vein. Now, once we have understood this structure, and then they ask another question, the second question that they are asking regarding this is, what is the advantage of separation of, separate channels in mammals, in birds, and births for oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So what we know that here, the left and right hand side of the heart is separated using septum, and since we have a different channel for transportation of blood, right, and therefore there is no intermixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. And the answer for this, you should write that the separation, I missed T here, the separations of right hand side, that's and left hand side, is useful for keeping the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood from intermixing. Such separation allows highly efficient supply of oxygen. That means all cells receive a blood which has good concentration of oxygen. And this is useful because animals like human being, mammals, humans beings are mammals only, and these animals need large amount of energy because of the reason that they even need to maintain the temperature of the blood. As you must be knowing, we are cold-blooded animals, so we can maintain the temperature of the blood, and that is only possible if we can separate the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Because in some animals, as you know, in case of reptiles, they cannot maintain their body temperature. Their body temperature depends upon the environment, but not in case of us. So they can tolerate some amount of intermixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, and that's why they have three-chambered heart.